Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is the Evan Knight Show. Tonight's topic is about being an alpha male. Yeah, I have a lot of experience being an alpha male. I worked for 20 years as running security for nightclubs, working at the front door, pretty much the biggest nightclubs in Los Angeles. And that was a lot of fun. I did a little bit of stunt work and worked in some movies, and I almost got in a fight with Van Damme and Steven Seagal. And then I had a good time with Chuck Norris. He's a very nice guy. So I've ran into some people over the years that thought they were alpha males, but were beta males completely. And a lot of the guys that are troublemakers, people that talk really loud and stuff, usually those are beta males that are trying real hard to seem like alpha males. I like encouraging people, encouraging women, protecting people and stuff like that. And I'm very outspoken, not so much for myself because I don't really have to be for myself, but I like sticking up for other people, and that's always interested me. What I think we need to pay attention to is to any alpha dogs out there, any guys who really think that they're cool, you should really try to influence more people around you to not be communists. If you're running a household and your kids are communists, you should cut them off. And a lot of those extra things that you do for them, I wouldn't do for them. I wouldn't put kids through college so that they'd become communists. I wouldn't teach tyranny to anybody. And if you're an alpha male, you shouldn't be teaching tyranny or allowing that to be taught to kids. The women that are around you, you shouldn't go out with girls that are communists. If a girl's a complete wingnut communist, I wouldn't go out with her. That actually has to become more of a priority, I believe, that if somebody's for destabilizing and unraveling civilization as I know it, the kind of America that I grew up on, that's a real bad thing. We got a bunch of guys like the Bill Gates. Does that guy seem like an alpha dog to you? Does that guy seem like the type of guy that women were liking in school? Bill Gates? Do you think maybe that guy developed some sort of bizarro man disorder where he secretly hates people? Do you think that might be possible? You'll notice these little Fauci characters. He's like a garden gnome. Do you think maybe that guy might have some secret issues and like to put his thumb on people and keep them down or do some diabolical stuff? Look into it. So I don't want to give medical advice, but I do think that guys nowadays should drink out of less plastic. I'm hearing that might really be impacting your testosterone level. I also, not giving medical advice, but you might want to look into it, look at some articles that I hear fluoride that they put in toothpaste might not have been for noble reasons, might possibly not be really good for you and actually throw stuff off. Look into that because I saw some articles I found interesting. And the opposite of fluoride, a good halogen, is iodine. Iodine, I believe, is good in your diet. The Japanese have 70 or 80 times more iodine in their diet than the Americans, and they have a lower cancer rate. And that might be something worth looking into. Once again, not a doctor. But there's things you might want to look up for being less beta male, more alpha dog. Just keep your testosterone levels up if you can. Try not to be around a lot of weirdo communists because I believe they're definitely going to interfere with being an alpha dog. You can't look after people if everybody's in a collective communist bunker, and submitting to medical experimental tyrannies and censorship. Not cool. So if you're an alpha dog, you're an alpha male, it isn't enough that you can go to the store and not get raped. You should be able to go everywhere you go and influence people to stop being little communists, stop being little soy boys, stop pretending to help people that you really hate. All lives matter, and they matter enough that as alpha males, we should be teaching, especially the younger generation, to be less weasel. And there's a lot of people in this world that are promoting weaselness in the United States, like the Chinese. Chinese are funding organizations to get us to promote weaselness, to support men not being men, women not being women in the United States. That's their goal. But yet in their country, they ban that type of stuff. So just know the male is being attacked. And if you stand up, you might be accused of, holding really strong opinions and maybe offending people. Don't reward evil, reward good. That's what alpha dogs do. They create a better environment. That's what they do. If you're an alpha male, you want to be kind because you realize that one day you're going to run into the big man in the sky. There's nobody that gets out of here alive, not one of us. And you got to be humble towards God so that you can rightly judge what's happening in the world. That will help you tremendously to be an alpha male and not to follow your own programming. There's a lot of people like the people that make all television. If you can watch a lot of television and watch CNN, you're not an alpha male, you're a beta male, you're a follower. If you can enjoy being lied to, you're no alpha male. Okay? Alpha males do not like to be lied to. It's a big waste of time. It's a big waste of time. And that is extremely important to a person who is thinking clearly. I hope my messages start getting out to young people, because I'll tell you this. I don't know what I would be thinking if I was an 18 or 19-year-old kid growing up in this world. This is a bullshit world led by weasels. Led by weasels. They team together. They're like rats with rabies. They team up and they become a stronger entity by doing it. Alpha males tend to do stuff by themselves, but what I'm saying is the alpha males got to get together and start influencing this country in the right way, this world in the right way. Got to come together with other right-minded people and start doing good things. That's what needs to be done. Because the weasels have been sticking together and they have conspired to pervert your kids, to rape your wife, to steal everything you own. The Great Reset is essentially an ass raping. So get together with like-minded people and start doing good things. This is the Evan Knight Show. Thanks for watching.